Greetings, Tetris citizens. Yeah, it's your old pal Van Dweller back with more stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars November 2025. First time we have run this event, and it has been super fun. Pretty excited for this matchup. It's going to be one single solitary solo match between Pixel Andy and Chroma out of the green bracket. The winner of this match will advance to the top 8. Is anyone in the top 8 yet? Yes. In fact, we have one semifinalist already determined. It is Knight down there in the red bracket. And one of these players could be in line to take on Knight. They'll just have to win this and then win at some point the winner of Blue Scooty versus Allenbot. And that is how that is going to go down. But yeah, just this one single match. Now, after this, there is going to be a full Masters bracket that takes place, and that is going to be, what, red and pink, right? Yeah, Pixel Andy, more Pixel Andy. Well, no, first it'll be Sidnev versus Guafi, then Pixel Andy versus Tetris Time, and then winner versus winner. Again, we'll probably cut stream a little bit because if it's STM and CTM, we got to keep the streams and the VOD separate. Because of OCD, really. There's no actually real objective reason, but I feel better if I do that. All right, anyway, Pixel Andy versus Chroma. Quick rule check. Remember, these are best of 5s. First player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts. There are no same piece sets. Make sure your drought setting is set to the letter I, as in I love Kingsman. So you know, arrow down to where it says drought, arrow over to the right, all the way till it says I, and then you'll be starting your game on that setting. You don't set it and then go back up to Tetris. You set the setting and hit start right where it says drought, okay? One game per mind, that is it. So do not get any in-game advice. So if you're playing a match, no one's telling you how to play, okay? And do not pause unless the commentator tells you to. If you do experience tech issues with OBS or internet or computer or whatever, just keep playing, don't pause. You should assume that the game that you're on will count until I tell you otherwise. So wait further instructions. And yeah, easy. Okay, good. The winner gets something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $820. We're 180 short of our $1,000 top 8 incentive. If we get to 1,000, we can pay that top 8, which is good. Paying the top 4 is fine. I'm happy to do that. But I would love to pay the top 8, especially here in stupid Tetris Monthly, where there's a different player mix, and, you know, a lot of the players who wouldn't normally get to play a top-level tournament with a good-sized prize pool, well, now they're in one. Or maybe, you know, they're maybe not in line for one of the top prizes usually, but here it's a totally different rule set, and so maybe they are in line for a prize. So I just like that it kind of gets, you know, prizes out to players who may not normally be in line for one. So if you want to support the players, use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says Stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars or STM No Bars. Click on that one. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner where it says log in. Click on that to log in. You can log in with your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account. Once you're logged in, look over on the right side. You'll see a mustard color button that says contribute. Click on that. It'll open up a box. And there'll be a little box in that box. It says how much, and then you can hit contribute. And you can choose your PayPal or your card or whatever to contribute. It's easy and fun and helps these players out, and it keeps them coming back, right? So long as we continue to support the prize pool, STM will continue. So I guess if you don't like it, don't contribute to the prize pool. But if you do like it, contribute to the prize pool. That's how to support the players. Now, if you want to support the channel, you can do that as well. Go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support, just like the people on this slide have done. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9, Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby, Junior, Troy Dan, Kim, M, Rogue, Potato, Cat, Kid, Jevin, T, Jason, Sunny, everybody else on the slide, thank you so much. Use the support command to find different ways to support us. If you don't like Patreon, that's fine. You can make a recurring contribution. Some of these people are doing that with Streamlabs or PayPal links. If you want to make a one-time thing, there's other links there as well. YouTube, you've got Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Thanks, Super this, Super that. Channel memberships, gift channel memberships over on Twitch. You got bits and subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, gaming subs for an Amazon Prime member with a connected account. Okay. Good enough? Yes. Let's bring our players over. Let's get them refreshed and then wait 15 minutes for Andy. I'm just kidding. Of course, I'm kidding. I'm sure he's going to be, I'm sure he's right here. I just need to refresh and see him there, right? Seems like I can't escape this Andy guy this year, says Chroma. I had to go up against him in MEDM and now STM. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to have to figure out a way around him. There, you know, you can't dodge fate, okay? You have to just charge right through it. So as soon as we get Andy in the building, we can get this going. Do I need to play against Chroma? I mean, we are starting a little bit early. Normally, bracket kicks off at about 12 past the hour, but yeah, I had to speed run through it. We're trying to get through this whole day. I'm gonna kind of engineer some breaks for myself throughout the day. Oh, that's not on stencil. All right, Andy is here. I do not have to play for Andy. Andy, I was about to play for you, so you're very lucky that I didn't do that. All right, I'm going to play for Andy right now. Ready? Here we go. No bars. What is this called? Drought? Drought mode I? There it is. All right, let's see how I do. Ready? Let's see how I do. If I get a 200, I'm taking all the prize pool. What do you think? Taking the whole prize pool if I get to 200. All right, no, Andy's ready. All right, let's get Andy going. All right, we'll get his camera sorted, feel good, and we'll do it. Oh, well, I'm going to have to fix stencil on his side there. Let's see. Might not be his fault. Probably is, but might not be. Oh, God. What is that? What just happened? What the heck just happened there? Let me reset that transform. There we go. I don't know what happened there. That was odd. Okay. All right, I guess that'll do. All right, players, as soon as you are ready, remember there's no same piece set, so as soon as you're ready, go ahead and get to the level select menu. I feel like I really do need, well, that's all right. And you're on transition trainer, Andy, so There you go. There he is. Def Leppard. All right, he's practicing on Transition Trainer. He is situated very far in his camera, so we'll fix that camera. He's like, I don't know what's happening Andy's side. I mean, it seems like a tornado hits Andy's room like every time. Different camera situation, stencil every time. All right, looks like both players are ready, so I guess we can get them started. Andy and Chroma, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Don't worry about it. We'll live with it, Andy. It's fine. We will live with it. Okay, well, we are playing No Bars November, which means there are no long bars at all. On the left side, Pixel Andy, seed number 2 from the USA with a PB of 11, overall PB of 11.9 million. He qualified into the. I don't know why I have Andy as PB and Chroma as Q. That doesn't make any sense. But I will tell you, Andy's qualifier. That was a 546. A 546 million. Was no 546,000 was his qualifier. Sorry, I was distracted by Andy being distracted by his tech setup there. So sorry, but anyway, yeah, 546,000, not million. But Andy is here. He's ranked number 5 in the most recent Premier poll. He's a 5-time CTM Masters event winner. He's also ranked number 1 in DAS. He's an 8-time DAS Masters winner, inclusive of his win in October. DAS Masters, Mega Dasters, or whatever the hell it is. What is it called? Mega Dasters? Yeah, that's what it was called. Mega Dasters or Mega Masters DAS or whatever we called it. I don't remember. But he was the winner of that. So you just can't stop Andy when it comes to DAS. We'll see what happens when you take all his long bars away. 42,000 for him, 63,000 for Chroma. Pixel Andy, of course, a multi-time CTWC gold bracket player. I want to say 6 times. 6 times indeed. It has finished, never finished outside the top 16. He's finished second in 2020, top 4 in 2021 and 2022, top 8 in 23, top 16 this year and last year. It's also the reigning Jonas Cup winner. Just won that a few months back, or just really a month and a half back, I guess. Was also top 4 last year. Now, no, Andy's no stranger to odd modes. His team also did come in first at the Jonas Cup Mind Meld side event. And he was teamed up with Dog playing Tetris. He was the winner of that. He's won multiple seasons of Classic Tetris League. As I mentioned, 5-time Masters event winner, 8-time DAS Master, inclusive of Mega Dasters. Waco Regional, he's won a couple of times. And you've also seen him with high finishes at Lone Star, CTWC DAS, Stillwater, Dallas Underground, Tetris Effect Connected World Championship, Houston, and a lot of other things. And on the right side, it's Chroma. All right, 90,000 here for Pixel Andy, 124 for Chroma. No, of course, I kid. Chroma But Chroma really coming into his own in the last year, at least in the CTM cinematic universe. Started appearing, making appearances really in like every single one of our tournaments. He qualified into seed number 18 with a 334,000. He made his Mega Masters debut last year, made his Masters debut this year. Played in our DAS events, went as far as round 4, so that would have been the top 8. That was in August. Played in the Classic Tetris Korea tournaments back in the day, the old DAS monthly. Pixel Andy in a little bit of a pickle here at 129. See if he can survive this. And no, he's not going to be able to do that. Andy going to top out at 131, and Chroma is good in game number 1. Yeah, Chroma also played in our previous Stupid Tetris monthly, got a couple rounds through, took out Draco and Rorschach, eventually went out to the unofficial record holder in that category of no next box, Gerald Freeman. So Chroma is good. Yeah, not sure why I set up, that was odd. Guess I'm rushing. It's kind of rushing yesterday to get prepared for today. All right, as soon as both players have signaled ready on the level select screen, we can do game 2. Here, let's fix this thing for Andy because it's going to bother me. No long bars, only short bars. Yeah, true. Chroma says, I have the high ground before I lose 3 in a row. Oh, well, with that attitude. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them started. Game number 2, Pixel Andy 0, Chroma 1. Pixel Andy looking to tie it up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So what was Andy's qualifier was 5 something? Yeah, 546. All right, there, I fixed it. All right, well, Chroma is up 1 game to none. Remember, this is a best of 5. Players do not get same piece sets because that is not something that is available on the competition cartridge. Nevertheless, we want to do the event, so we have to make a trade-off, like no bars, but no same piece sets. Why did the bot say Tetris in this category? I don't know, because we're playing the game called Tetris, I guess. Oh, you're wondering, it should have said 3-2-1 triple. Got it. Well, we don't have a real custom, I guess. You know, it's possible to make a custom bot that says 3-2-1 triple, but you know, other things to worry about. So yeah, players do not get any long bars. That means Tetrises are out. Triples are what it is all about. Triples here worth 5,700 points, as opposed to Tetrises, which are worth 22,800. Doubles worth 1,900. Singles still worth what a single is worth, 760. So with these player setups, generally so far in this tournament, people have been setting up on the right side just like they would if they were playing Tetris. And that means the red L piece is the critical piece. You can only make triples. If you don't have a long bar, you can only make triples with L's or J's. And set up on the right side, the L's become the critical piece. Andy, I'm assuming, is, well, it's hard to know exactly what Andy's doing. Andy could be playing DAS in the early levels and knuckle rolling later, or he could be knuckle rolling the whole way through. Andy, very versatile when it comes to play style. Chroma is almost certainly tapping on this keyboard. So Chroma in a little bit of a dig. That blue Jay is going to help bring this down. Yeah, you can see Chroma tapping. So yeah, the long bars are not coming, so you do have to be a bit disciplined. You do have to adjust. You can't get yourself into these super deep dependencies. Now you can transform them into wells for a triple, just like Chroma did there. But that, of course, is assuming that you got a well-filled board. If you get these deep channels where you don't have any burns, that's where it becomes difficult. What a knuckle roller. I know. Yeah, really. 119 for Chroma, 154 for Pixelandy. Chroma set up on the left well, looking for the blue J and just having to knock it down until it comes. He set up again and just cannot find a well-timed blue J, and there's an ill-timed one, so he's only going to get a double out of that, but knocks it down. Looking for the blue J again. And there's a blue J for the triple. Dirty for Chroma. 135. The Diamond says, good evening. How's the Tetris tonight? Has it been particularly stupid? I mean, yeah, we typically are. So Andy's in at 188. Chroma's in at 159. Perfect transition in this mode would be about 251,000 points. If you can capture 80% of that, I would say you've got a very, very good transition. Roughly speaking, you can sort of multiply players' scores by 3 just to get a sense of how efficient they've been for that, for the level that they're on. So it's kind of like Pixelandy has like a 600 something on 21. 191 Chroma, 217 Pixelandi. Now, Tetrises go up 300 points every level increase. So on 19, they're worth 6,000. So right now, they'd be worth 6,900 on level 22. At no point is a triple worth 6,700. $221 Chroma, 256 Pixelandi. Now we do have our level 39 super kill screen in place. The next speed increase will take place at level 29. Speed will double from here. Players will have until level 39 if they can use it to get all the points that they are going to get. Mark Triss again with the rename no bars to classic triple monthly. Yeah, it's good because triple and triple and Tetris start with the same letter. 243 top out for Chroma. Pixelandi going to tie it up at a game apiece. So Andy, you are good. So if you get to 29 with about a 350, that's approximately, roughly, sort of, kind of equivalent to sort of a max out-ish. You know, somewhere between 350, 400, I would say. Somebody will do some really solid math to really figure this out, but... And I did not run an ad quickly after game 2. Maybe I'll do it after game 3 then. What's the record in this no bars at the moment, and who has it? Evesy probably knows. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go. What was once a best of 5? Now a best of 3, virtually. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Evesy says 400 into is about equal to 1.2 into. All right. Yeah, we need kind of a triple rate. It would be cool to have a triple rate in this. Not gonna lie. I know you would expect me to lie in that circumstance, you know, but I'm not going to do that. The world record 2 is tragically 574. Wait, is that your PB? And can someone tell me is Scooty's PB recorded? I haven't been able to figure that out. Is that like recorded? Is that a claim? Was it just like a bunch of people who were in Discord and saw it, or like what is the status of that? Kip says, I study meta ethics so I can justify lying. That's right. That is the purpose of philosophy, is to just justify whatever whims you have. It's post hoc rationalization for your whims. Scooty's world record is screenshot, and so is your PB. All right. $41,000 Chroma, $58,000 for Pixel Andy. He was kind of set up for a triple, but kind of knocked it down just as the red L was coming in. Recorded world record is probably my qual, says Evesy, but you didn't save the qual. Oh my god. All right, there's a dirty triple Chroma. 60,000. Back right now by about 2 3/4 triples. Don't you have to upload the qual? You don't upload the qual. You do have to link to the VOD, but people's VODs expire because of well, executive dysfunction, I guess, or laziness, whatever it is. Or because Twitch. Yeah, I mean, really. You can't highlight stuff anymore? What does that mean? You can't. Oh, because you're already full. You've already got too much on there. My frantic month of saving all the VODs. Well, I mean, I had plenty of notice to do it, and I waited to the last minute because, well, executive dysfunction and or laziness, but yeah. I mean, everything that I had that was on Twitch is on YouTube. Not everything is public, but it's all there. $113 Chroma, $140 for Pixel Andy. All right, Chroma is set up, looking for the L. Gets the L, gets the triple, is set up for another one. It's still set up. Gets the triple. 154 Chroma, 174 Pixel Andy. Oh, Andy's setting up a neat little tuck scenario over there. Ends up having to burn a line anyway. $181 Chroma, 19. $202 for Andy on 20. Oh no, Chroma's right side. That is going to be a top out at 194. Pixel Andy is good in game number 3, and it's going to go up 2 games to 1. Guafi says, I got a 4.6 million 29 start. Does that count as overall PB? Probably not. I think the convention in the community has been that whatever score would be and starts would be possible on the default Tetris, game would be, so basically starts up to 19. Tends to be what people count as their PB. I think Scooty put his 29 start in the bot as the PB, but then you could just start on like level 254 and get a Tetris or however many points you need. I don't know. You could just start on that. So there has to be some cutoff, and I think the default game level cutoffs are the right ones. So okay, looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead. Game number 4, Pixel Andy and Chroma. Andy up 2 games to 1, 3-2-1 Tetris. I mean, there is a separate 29 start, kind of place there for those games. So, I mean, it's logged there. But yeah, as far as like what I display on the screen anyway, it's 18 or 19. Whatever is available on the default game, those levels are the ones that I personally consider people's like true PB. And then the other ones are kind of extended category PBs. That's how I look at it. But some people may disagree. That's okay. You might live in a free country and you can do whatever you want and think whatever you want. I don't know if I do, but some people might. Tell me where that place is. 17,000 for Pixel Andy, 91,000 for Chroma. All right, Chroma's like, where is the bar? Yeah, there's no bars. All right, so Chroma finally gets an L, but was not set up for the triple when he got it. You don't live in a free country. You live in the Democratic People's Republic of Vandweller. That's right. We are full autocracy here. This song is probably your favorite CTM song. Yeah, Flex Style just has banger after banger. Quinn or Quinix on YouTube says, personally, I only count level 1 start PBs. That makes sense. It's a lot of blue stuff on the field there for Chroma, like an entire field of blue. With like, for a moment, it was just like a little red center. It's a lot like Texas. Oh wait, no, the other way around. The other way around. Not a lot like Texas. Yeah, like the opposite of Texas. $99,000 for Chroma, 126 for Pixel Andy. All right, so Chroma getting a bunch of S's and Z's and all that. All right, there's a nice triple for Chroma. Opens up that right side, is now set up and gets another triple. 121 Chroma, 143 for Pixelandy. Vandy goes through a playlist. I'd really dig getting some deeper cuts from the Flexstyle catalog, but I have no idea what the actual arrangement is. There is a playlist on Spotify. I don't use that. I use Apple Music, but although it's actually not Apple Music, it's just my own files, and then they're in my Apple Music app, but yeah, there should be a Spotify playlist that is pretty close to what I'm using. I don't have Spotify anymore, though. No, Zembro knows. Horse Intercourse says this is the longest drought I've ever seen. I know. Where are the long bars? You think Spotify is better I'm more Apple Music because I listen to a lot of classical, and Apple Music is just a lot better for classical. It's so hard to, they actually have a separate classical music app. So it's easier to group things by composer, and it just kind of has all the fields correctly labeled and all that. So it's just easier. And they also have more or at least when I signed up, they had more lossless tracks and things like that. So 232 for Pixelandy, 209 for Chroma. I've tried the other classical streaming services like Presto and the other ones, but then I feel like I still need to have another music streaming app, so I only want to have one. So I just said, all right, Apple's kind of the, it's got enough of everything that I'm happy with it. 240 for Chroma, 260 for Pixelandy. All right, there's a nice triple Chroma, 261, 276 for Pixelandy. Chroma's got to win this one to stay. Another triple for Chroma, 268. Oh, Adagio. I've tried Adagio. Tidal. I've tried Tidal. I could have gotten Tidal, but I figure all my devices are in the Apple ecosystem, so why not? Adam Irish with the raid and Adam Irish with the tier 1 sub. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. Also, thank you, Stolen Short Sword, for the raid party of 4. 303 Chroma, 304 Pixelandy. Chroma now in the lead, 23 lines away from the 29 transition. Another triple for Chroma. Oh, Chroma gonna miss with that Z piece, and that could slow him down. He is ahead by a small amount, but as we get to 29, we'll see what Chroma's got in him. He's tapping on a keyboard. Oh no, that Z to the left could seal it here. Pixel Andy is ahead, and Pixel Andy is good in game number 4. He goes up 3 games to 1. Chroma won the first one, and Chroma, your prediction was correct. So Andy is through to the next round. He's going to make it into the top 8. Chroma, I think you cursed yourself a little with that one. I think you should have said, well, yeah, Andy's going down. There's no way he's going to win. I mean, that's what you should have said, but it's that negative self-talk, guys. Don't do it. All right, so Andy is through to the top 8. And Chroma, thanks so much. Always a pleasure. Chroma, one of my favorite squish cammers. You want to see Chroma's squish cam? There it is. It's on squish cam. There's the full setup. Then you got to like unsquish it to get Chroma. There you go. Unsquished. Squished, unsquished. All right, folks. Want to thank. We have another bracket coming up in 12 minutes. It's going to be a Masters bracket. Oh, let's show you this bracket though. Yeah, Andy is through in the green quadrant. He will have to take on the winner of Blue Scooty versus Allenbot for a shot at the top 4. We've already got one player in the top 4. That's going to be Knight. And that is where the tournament stands right now. We do have another Masters stream tonight. It's going to be Evesy versus Peak. I think that's starting about 3 hours and change from now, something like that. Is that when it is? Something like that. Yeah, 3 hours and change from now. But between now and then, we're going to have a Masters top 16 bracket. Let's show that to y'all, what it's going to be. It is going to be the red and pink one. It's going to be Sidnev versus Guafi, Pixel Andy versus Tetris Time, winner versus winner. They may request to go after Masters red-pink finishes if both around. Okay, got it. All right. Well, we'll stick around. Evesy Peak was scheduled with 4 hours budgeted for Masters in mind. Well, yeah, it seems to have been. So we'll see if they're around. If they're around, great. If not, okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. We like to, again, keep our STM and our Masters streams and VOD separate. So I'm going to go offline. Just a quick thanks to those of you who supported the stream during this whole thing. New follower, Graphene, Twitch sub, Adam Irish, Raid, Adam Irish, Stolen Short Sword. Thank you so much. Patron Scott Gray, Jane the Window, Kane, Tacky, Middlesburger, Corporal Shelby, Junior, Troy, Dan, Kim, and Rogue, Potato, Cat, Kid, Java T, Jason, Sunny, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Thank you to everybody else as well. Prize pool 17. That is the wrong one. That is the, here it is, 820. So we're still at 820. Did we have a contribution? Didn't we start at 810? Did I miss a contribution? Wouldn't be surprised, you know. Typical Van Dweller. What an ingrate. Someone contributes. They got no acknowledgement. Typical Vandy. We had a $10 contribution from RSPC Everything. Maybe that was, nah, we had that. We already had that, but thank you for it nonetheless. All right, I'm going to go offline. I'm not going to rate anybody. Just go offline. Join me in about 8-9 minutes, and then we will get the next thing started. It's going to be 3 Masters matches culminating in a top 4 or a semifinalist being named. Okay. All right. Good. See you guys in a little bit. Bye.